Hello, this is Coach Stanley. I'm going to make a chess presentation under the chess tactical theme called the windmill. Just like in real life, the windmill rotates about a particular point. And in chess, this skill refers to a tactic where the pieces repeatedly do something on a particular square. Like looking at the position that we have here, an evaluation shows that white has 4 pawns against black's 3 pawns. Then we have queen for queen, rook for rook, and bishop for knight. So basically, white is just a pawn up, and that is not enough material to help him secure a win. The only advantage that we can also see in this position is that this white bishop here, together with the queen, have a lot of influence along this diagonal. And then white is quite strong in this file where he also has a battle against the queen and the rook. So the plan that works here is to temporarily sacrifice the queen, where white first gives a check with the queen on e7. This forces the knight to take because the black king has nowhere to go. And if the queen blocks that check, the white queen will just take there and it will be checkmate, game over. So to try and survive, black has to take, and then white takes the knight with the check. Again, we have a repeat of the same situation. To save the king, black needs to block that check. Now, after blocking the check, the queen takes, the rook takes, check, thereby blocking the bishop. Now the king can go to a8, after which the rook can take the pawn, check by the bishop. Now the king cannot go to b8, it has to go back to a7. So the rook still goes back to b7 to give another check, after which the king has to go to a8 once again. And now the white rook can give an open check, either in this direction, stopping at d7 in order to capture the rook, or it can give the same open check, but in that direction, stopping at b1, once again, in order to capture the rook. Say the rook comes this way, then the king will have to go on a7, after which this rook takes there, and now white's advantage becomes really big because white is going to be a rook and a bishop plus 2 pawns up, and the win is very easy to secure. So I'll move on to the next position. In this position, this is a middle game position. As you can see, we still have a lot of pieces. And what is happening, what stands out in this position is that the black queen has pinned the bishop against the white queen. And then the bishop has already been attacked by the pawn on h6. So what we have is that once this bishop moves out, then the black queen is going to take the white queen. And for as long as the bishop remains there, then it will again be captured either by the queen or the pawn. Or because we have a rook here, it will be taken by a pawn, and that exchange will favor black because black is going to pick 3 points for one. However, in this position, white works out a small trick using the skill of the windmill once again. He allows the movement of the bishop going to f6 so that the black queen can take the white queen. And after this capture of the queen, now the rook on g3 takes at g7, giving a check. The black king has nowhere to go apart from h8. After that, now the rook can give an open check because once it moves out from that square, the king will be in a check. So the rook can pick that pawn, giving a check, forces the black king to go to g8. Then rook goes back in the windmill fashion to g7, giving a check, forces the king back there. Then the rook can pick the bishop, check. The king has to go to g8. Then the rook comes back, check, forcing the king to go to h8 once again. And now the rook goes to g5, check, followed by a capture of the queen. King has to go to h7, then rook takes queen. And the final position is very, very favorable for white. As you can see, white has 4 pieces against black's 3 big pieces. Thank you.